What up YouTube, Doom NYC here with another deck profile. This one is a deck that I've pretty much done in the past, but it keeps coming back because the deck is so good right now in the meta. And a lot of people are using it again, so I figured let me do another deck profile on it for you guys. So it's going to be lightsworn, and this deck is surprisingly good right now. So we start off with two JDs. You gotta run that. Only one Celestia. I really don't like, more than this right now. I think two is dead, and if you mill it, you can always get it back. So that's good. Double Lila, back row destruction. You gotta run that. We got the Trip Wolf. It's a must. You gotta play Trip Wolf. If you don't, the deck doesn't run as good because you rely on this guy coming back. So that's like a must. We got the one Aaron. Get rid of your face down, your opponent's face down stuff. You got the Lumina and the Garoth combo. Still really good, and you still want to try to get that out as soon as possible. Jane, and you don't have to play Jane, but I like it. You can take it out and put in second Celestia, but I like Jane because you get to summon it, and it's really good first turn. You put a big beater on the field, and basically they can't bottomless it if you go first, and also it mills too, so you get your milling started. And milling is always important with lightsworn. We got Arcus, and Arcus is really good against Gladiator Beasts especially, so that's why you definitely want to play him. You don't have to really worry about Frog FTK, obviously. Substitute is banned, so the Arcus is really good. We run double Raikou, and again, two Raikous. Two is better than one for sure. This is a great card. Starts your milling, destroy one on the field. It's a really nice card. Double Honest, a staple in any light deck, and of course lightsworn is a light. Then we go to the other stuff. We got the one card Trooper for milling, and really good first turn. Also, if you don't get Jane and you get this, then that's really good to play first turn. And when it gets destroyed, it's a +1. You get the Necro Gardener for defense. Shiny Black Seed. This is a tech for me. I personally like it. It stops synchro summoning, so it's like a mini Royal Oppression. It doesn't work on Stardust, but that's alright because it works on everything else, so that's still a really good card. Then we got Effect Veiler. It's a light. It's a level 1 tuner. And what can I say? It's just a must in lightsworn. We got the Plague Spreader and the Gale. So you get tuning at level 1, 2, and 3 in the deck. So that is the monsters. Let's go on to the spells. We got one Pot of Duality, and Pot of Duality makes this deck so good right now because if you have two, obviously two is good. I wouldn't play three because it's a little overcrowded for three, but two is good, but I only have one, so one is going to be what I use. And it's a great searcher. It lets you get your draw cards and stuff that would normally be milled, so that's really good. And I especially like it too because if you're not gonna mill, let's just say, and the next card would have been a wolf and you would have drew that, you play Pot, so now you wouldn't draw the wolf. You can take something else, so that's a really good card. We got Trip Recharge, so draw power. These are just mostly draw cards right now. We got the 2 gold Sark. Of course, you get your JDs with that. We got the 1 charge. Most likely you're going to get your Luminas, but you can get your Lilas and other stuff like that. We got 2 Monster Reincarnation. Again, this is really big in the deck. I don't run Beckonings. I don't like that card. I think if you draw Beckoning early game, it's really dead because you're not going to drop 5 cards because you're not going to have 5 lights in the grave. So Monster Incarnation to me is better. You got the Monster Born in the Dark Hole. These are just staples. You got the Foolish Burial. It gets you stuff in a grave that you need really fast. And if you need a quick monster or you need a sack for Celestia, you can just dump the Wolf. So that's really good. One Burial, and this serves like multiple purposes because you got players, running DD Crow and stuff, and even Crevice. So if they Crevice you, lightsworn, game 2, Crevice is most definitely going in the deck. So you have this, you can bring back stuff, and you can get your JDs out on the field. My Body, it's a great card for the Celestia or Judgment Dragon play, so really saves you there. And then your Spell and Trap removal, your Giant Trunade, and your Cold Wave. Cold Wave being like the big one, because you can Cold Wave JD and take away all their back rows. This is why that's a really good card. And then last we got the traps, and this might surprise everybody. 3 Needlebug Nest, and the reason why I run this is because, well, 1, Needlebug Nest is broken. I'm surprised, I haven't seen any builds using this, but I tested it out, and like, you draw every game where if I drew like multiples, like 2 of these first turn, I win the game, like hands down. You mill 5 every time you flip one of these. So if you have 2, you're gonna mill 10. Most likely you're probably gonna mill like 2 wolves, and you're gonna swarm the field faster than Blackwings do. And then you're gonna dump your Necros and your Plagues and your Shiny Seas. You're just gonna be limiting your opponent everything they can do. That's why this card's so good. But the side deck, has ways that you can work around stuff. So we're gonna get to that right now. Okay, so we got the 2 Thunder Kings. Good. It's a light, so it obviously works in the deck. Stops your opponent from drawing. Stops their Sangins, their Dark Souls, stuff like that. Their Gear Frames. It's all around good card. You got the 2 Cyber Dragons, again, another light. It's a free summon. And, it stops Machina all day, so that's good. You got the Crow, obvious. You got the 2 Consecrated. It's probably the best card to play against Blackwings right now. So, especially if you're playing lightsworn, like, you gotta have this card. We got 2 MSTs. This is for your back row destruction, and I don't main deck this because I couldn't fit it, but I think that you might need the extra back row, so you got it sided. And then the last 6 side deck cards are all traps, and this is how I transform my deck depending on what my opponent's using. Like if I'm playing against, let's just say GGBs, then I take out the 3 Needlebug Nests and I side in these 3. Royal Oppression and 2 Skill Drain. Okay, and then if I'm playing like a deck that sets a lot, like Blackwings especially, then I take out the 3 Needlebug Nests and I side in 3 Royal Decree. So this is how you're pretty much gonna counter the meta right now with stuff like that. So that works really, really good. And then the extra deck is pretty basic. Just normal stuff. You got your Catastor, your Android, your Bryonic, and your Goyos, the level 6s. Your level 7s, you run Armor Master, Arcanite, because you do have the Lilas, Black Rose, those are your level 7s. Your level 8s, pretty much almost everything. Your Chimera Tech, Light End Dragon, just because, their whole deck is light, so this can definitely push for game in case you need to. You got your Dark End, your 2 Stardust, your Colossal, your Scrap Dragon, and you got a Mistworm. So that is the lightsworn deck. That's new and improved for the new format. So yeah, please rate, comment, subscribe, and I've got, this weekend's gonna be pretty big. I got a couple boxes of Star Strike Blast to open for you guys. I got some more decks coming up. Pretty much, let's see, I'm probably gonna drop an early deck in a month because there's a deck that I've been working on and it's really good, this format. So I really want to make it, I just don't want to do a deck profile. I want to make a deck in a month, so definitely gonna do that. So yeah, please rate, put your comments down there, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about lightsworn. Tell me if you think that I should make some changes. But pretty much, I have play tested this deck and it works really good. The needlebug nest. You'd be surprised how quickly you get like half of your deck in the grave. It's so funny. And then you get everything out so quick. If you draw a gold Sark first turn, you throw away the Judgment Dragon to get back 2 turns later, and then Needlebug Nest is just milling everything. When you get that JD, it's like you already have everything in the grave you need. It's so broken. Alright, so anyway, please rate, comment, subscribe, and yeah, until next time, YouTube, peace.